Hello, my people. Good day to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for tuning in every single day to listen to me on Daily Mind Shift. My name is Michael Ojola for Mindset Transformation Africa, and on today's episode, I want to talk about spontaneity. Let me anchor today's episode on this statement. Be spontaneous sometimes. Develop your plan to try new things today. Be spontaneous sometimes. Develop your plan to try new things today. I've got a question for you today that I want to ask right now. When was the last time you did something completely unexpected, something unplanned, just for the experience of it? Not because it was scheduled, not because it was required, not because someone else told you to do it, but simply because you wanted to. Because you let yourself be spontaneous. Now, so some of you are listening to this and thinking, Mike, I don't do spontaneous. And even me, Mike, I don't always do spontaneous. I like structure. I like order. I like predictability. I like my plans. And I'm telling you, I hear you. I'm also like that. I respect that. And I'm not here to throw your plan or your planner out of the window. But today, I want to challenge you. I want to challenge us. I want you to think about something. What if your life has become too predictable? Just think about it. What if your growth has slowed down because you only operate inside your comfort zone? What if the breakthrough that you need is waiting on the other side of a moment of spontaneity? That is what I want us to think about today. The balance between structure and spontaneity, the power of stepping into the unknown on purpose. The importance of developing a plan to try new things. Yes, you heard me right. A plan for spontaneity. Let's talk about it a little bit. The question that often comes is, why do we resist being spontaneous? That is the first question. We need to understand why so many of us resist it in the first place. See, for most people, it comes down to three things. One, the fear of losing control. Let's be honest. Control feels good. You will like to know what is happening next. I like it. I like certainty. We like certainty. We like to feel prepared. And spontaneity, it challenges all that. All right. It forces us to be in the moment instead of predicting the moment. It makes us vulnerable to the unknown. It requires trust. Sometimes in ourselves, sometimes in the process, and sometimes in the people that we are with. Here's the truth. Control is an illusion. That is the truth that I've come to realize. Control is an illusion. No matter how much you plan, life is unpredictable. All right. So the question is not, how do I control everything? The question is, how do I navigate life when things don't go as planned? And that is where spontaneity becomes a tool for growth. Another one is the fear of looking foolish. Some people avoid spontaneity because they don't want to look ridiculous. They don't want to try something new and fail. They don't want to step into an unfamiliar space and feel comfortable. They don't want to risk embarrassment. But let me tell you this, or let me ask you this. Who told you that looking foolish is worse than living small? Who told you that? Think about it. If your biggest concern is protecting your image, then your image is controlling your life. And the last time I checked, the people who experience the most in life, they are not the ones who play it safe. They are the ones who are willing to risk looking silly in exchange for a life full of new experiences. And there is also the fear of change. There's one thing that is predictable about spontaneity. It brings change. And for a lot of people, change is uncomfortable. But you know what is worse? Being stuck is worse than changing. Change stretches you. Change teaches you. Change exposes you to new opportunities. So if you are avoiding spontaneity because it might lead to change, ask yourself, are you avoiding change because you are truly happy where you are, or are you just comfortable? Because those are two different things. Do you understand me? Being comfortable and avoiding change because you are truly happy where you are two different things. See, there is power of intentional spontaneity, and that is where we get practical. I'm not telling you to wake up tomorrow and abandon all structure. I'm not telling you to throw out your schedule and live like a leaf in the wind. No, what I am asking is this: make room for spontaneity in your life. Develop a habit of trying new things. Be intentional about shaking things up in your life, because when you do, I think three powerful things will happen. Number one is you can expand your perspective. When you try new things, new food, new places, new conversations, you begin to see the world differently. You realize that your way is not the only way. You develop empathy, you gain wisdom, and that is priceless. Also, you reignite your passion. See, routine is great, but too much routine can feel like can make you feel a little bit robotic. When you step into something spontaneous, it reignites your energy. It reminds you that life is meant to be experienced, not just scheduled, but experienced. It wakes you up from autopilot. It brings excitement back into your life, and that is very important. Also, you become more resilient. Spontaneity teaches you to be flexible. Do you understand me? It teaches you to be flexible. It shows you that you can adapt. It shows you that you can handle the unexpected. It shows you that you don't need to fear change. You can flow with it. And that kind of resilience, that is what leads to true confidence. So, how do you develop a plan for spontaneity? How do you actually build spontaneity into your life in a way that works for you? Here are some ideas that I want to share with you. Number one, set spontaneity slots into your schedule. No matter how ironic this sounds, but I want you to stay with me. If you struggle with being spontaneous, I want you to try scheduling blocks of time where you intentionally do something unplanned. For example, maybe every Friday evening, leave an open space in your calendar to try something new. Once a month, you can pick a random day in a month to do something outside your normal routine. Or maybe every morning, the moment you wake up, or after you've done one or two things, you set aside 10 minutes to explore a new idea, to read a new book that you've not read in a long time. Maybe you've always done self-development. Maybe for the first time, just read a book. Maybe read an autobiography, all right? Or read a fiction. Read just 10 minutes. Every morning, or try a new experience. That's how you can schedule spontaneity slots into your overall plan. So by making spontaneity a part of your rhythm, it starts to feel more natural. Another thing is you say yes more often. If you are someone who usually says no to new things, especially, challenge yourself to say yes more often. A friend invites you to an event that you would not normally attend, say yes. An opportunity comes up that feels slightly out of your comfort zone, say yes. You feel the urge to take a different route home just to see where it leads, say yes. The more you practice saying yes to things that you don't normally do, the more doors you open for yourself, the more opportunity to experience new things happen. Also, try something new every week. Just make it a simple commitment that every single week I will try something new. This one is just simple. Commit to one new experience every week. It could be small, trying a new restaurant, listening to a new type of music totally, taking a new different route to work. Try something new. Or it could be big, signing up for a class to learn maybe chess or a guitar or a keyboard. Traveling to a new place is totally new. That I'm trying to do now. Starting a new hobby. You understand me? That is a new thing that you can start. The point is not what you do. It is what you are actively stretching yourself. That is the most important thing, is that you are trying actively to stretch yourself. And also, follow your curiosity, okay? Pay attention to the things that spark your curiosity and then act on them. Maybe you've always wanted to learn an instrument. Pick it up. All right, pick one up and pay for the lessons and start learning. Maybe you are curious about a different culture. Try their food, try their cuisine. You don't need to travel there. If you cannot afford it, try their food. In your country, try their food. Interested in a new topic, read a book about it. Watch a documentary, for example. Take a course. Watch that interview about a particular set of life that you are not comfortable with. Try new things. See, curiosity is one of the best guides for living a fuller life. Curiosity is one one of the best guides for living a fuller life. This is what I want to end today with. Life is not meant to be just a checklist of tasks that you do. Yes, structure is important, discipline matters, but so does adventure, so does curiosity, so does stepping out of your comfort zone and experiencing something new. So today,